Hi everyone on YouTube. This is Na again making another one of my live Come Alive YouTube stream. So before my live stream, I always give myself a minute and everybody else a minute to get ready to enjoy another live stream. And I hope the things that we present here make our lives better, right? And are interesting, which I have to say, YouTube beats Facebook, right? On that Q&A, what are some of you guys' reasons you think YouTube beats Facebook? For me, Facebook is not gonna have, right, like an hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours documentary on something, right? It's and it's not as interesting and more in depth as YouTube, right? I do see whatever on Facebook. And I do, on rare occasions, I do see some run for 1, 2, 3 hours, but I just feel YouTube is definitely more, in my opinion, in every way. I'm holding onto my temples, putting pressure on it down to compress it. Oh, and it's painful. And I would have to say that is why my personality on certain days is the way it is. And I would have to say the same for everybody, right? If you are to take your fingers, normally when they tell you do massage, they tell you to kind of go in a circle, right? But if you take it up high and press onto your temple like I'm doing, you kind of press down. Which, to my surprise, just me doing that for a second, the pain went away. And now I feel it. This side is more tender than this side to the touch. And when I took massage therapy, they said smaller areas you don't want to put, you have to be more tender, right? Especially more tender areas like the temples. But yeah, just me doing this and putting pressure on it, even if you were to go like this and just stretch out your neck muscle here and apply pressure to your temple, it does wonders. You're so stiff and you're so sore, right? And it essentially just makes you have a really piss poor personality. So that's my little icebreaker. That's something you guys have to think about. When you meet somebody and they're in a bad mood, right? Maybe there's something, a physical reason, which, I was saying my supervisor for Securitas, she's undergoing some surgery, right? 2 weeks she's going to be out. But, when Andy, the senior man, told me that, I told myself that explains a little bit why she was the way she was when I worked there. I can't speak for her, but from my observation of her, she looked like something was bothering her, all the time. Kind of like one of those personality, no matter what you say or do, they're just not happy. Something's bothering them. And now that my friend told me she's undergoing surgery, and I'm thinking, maybe that's it, right? So, when you think like that, it makes more sense, right? And for the most part, you're able to socialize with people better, right? And then you have to examine if there is something, when I say something wrong emotionally, right? There's two components to that. Is it something wrong with our actual organic brain, right? Which a lot of doctors are proving that if there's any damage to the brain, it does affect people's personality. Phineas Gage, the first American construction that had a pole impelled through most part of his brain, proved that. So, you might have to question. I mean, you don't have to. You're not a psychiatrist, but it would kind of explain more, what's going on in the interactions. Is there something wrong with their brain, right? To make them emotionally the way they are. Like, for example, I just got back from shopping at Echo Town, and there's an employee there. He, at first I thought he was just kind of strange. And then, the more I shopped there, I realized that he is probably disabled, right? So then I said, oh, that explains a lot. Because when I used to go in there and shop, and I'd say, hi, and he would stand there and hold clothes, and he would go. And all I thought was, he's a little strange. But then, if he has, like I said, there's 5 brain bases, okay? Anybody can get it. My chiropractor, Dr. Caldwell, in massage therapy, explained it to me very well. Normal, injured, right? I've broken down a lot about people with mental conditions, okay? And I say condition. I don't say they're ill, because a lot of them are in recovery, right? Let's be fair about it, right? You've come down with an illness, but you recover from it. Would you like me to call you that all the time? That you're ill, right? You wouldn't. So the same thing with somebody with a mental condition. They prefer you rather not say they're mentally ill, because some of them can be in recovery and doing very well. As a matter of fact, there are doctors at UCI Hospital, and a lot of them have bipolar, just like me. as long as it doesn't hinder their job. The only thing, that my older sister said, she used to be anesthesiologist there, is that you meeting a doctor who has bipolar, like me, they will bitch at you every now and then, right? Especially if they are under stress, right? ER doctors, surgeons, right? They're going to bitch at you, and probably more so because they're bipolar. So then you're like, oh, now I get it, right? Now I get it. So I would have to say, in my psychology, instead of watching Halloween, right, to try to understand a person, you really need to, in your own layman way, because you're not a mental health worker or a psychologist, you don't even have to do anything. But this would help you as far as being able to see people and have better social interaction. And I think really deep down inside, we all want that, right? As a matter of fact, I reconnected with my friend Daniel Herrera again. So he's an ex-Marine from the Vietnam War, right? I actually reached out and called him today and asked him if he wanted to meet up with me at Echo Town. Okay? And I confronted him. I said, last time we texted and you mentioned what's wrong with your lips. I said, you know what? I said, you kind of made me mad. Okay? Because, to me, it was very off topic. And, I don't think there's anything wrong with my lips. And, yeah, it came across very off, And I said, why'd you say that? And he said, I was just joking around. But, I slammed him for it, right? I slammed him. I blocked his calls, right? Consider not hanging around with him again. But then, you know what? I don't know what I was thinking to reconnect with him again, but I'm glad I did. And I realized with Daniel Herrera's personality, okay, that's just him. Just like Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, everybody has different personalities, right? And you just have to realize that. And that's just his personality. He likes to make off comments like that. He likes to kind of catch you. He does that a lot. And now I'm getting to know him better. It's like, oh, now I know why he does it. Because recently when I met up at his house to work on his hair, I saw him coming towards me. And I said, is that you, Daniel? And he goes, no. And to me, it wasn't funny because I'm the individual. I don't like being lost. And, there's dangers of meeting up with strangers. But to him, that's just his off comedy, Yeah, so I think that's what he meant about my lips. What's wrong with your lips? I don't know where it came out. It's still, even it was comedy, it came across very off to me, and I reserve the right, to temporarily block people because I don't need a man, or a woman or anybody doing that on my phone. And but I'm glad I met up with him today, and he was joking around again. He knows that the last time I used my credit card was to register to Redbox to get a free movie with T-Mobile, which never happened. Because supposedly the app that I raved about, right, had my free The Conjuring, right? I wanted to watch it because I didn't see that Conjuring. And they said, yeah, the promo was applied. I owed them nothing. Just come pick it up. And just like the good old golden days, right? I came there, and me and the manager, we stood there. We we tried at least 10 times before we gave up. So I use my credit card just to get that and get it for free. And usually when I do that, especially when I'm at home, I'm very laid back. Probably would have left it on the sofa, and kitties, they probably took it somewhere. I have no idea where it is. But I had to call it in, and I'll be lucky to get it tomorrow because I already have money today. Just can't touch it. And the latest Wednesday. So Daniel actually helped me, and he doesn't get paid until the 3rd too. I think when we can relate to people, we can socialize better, right? We don't make it so next to impossible. So I think he understood that. And when I was shopping at Vaughn's, and I got everything for babies, I got them kitty litters, like the little $2.99. What's the brand that I like? Let me see the brand. I really like it. Johnny Cat. $2.99. And it smells pretty good. No baking soda or anything like that, but it smells good. So he saw me get that, and then Vaughn's helped me get 10 cans for $5.40, which saved me $2 with, right, putting in your numbers, saved me another $2. So that helps, right? And then I bought kitties some more food. So what I do like about Vaughn's, and I really mean my compliments to them, is they have Purina, right? But unlike Big Lots, they have the best Purina. And I got babies today, a mixture and filet mignon. You heard it, folks, filet mignon. $4. They were going to offer 2 bags, right? 2 bags for $9, so you're saving $1. So Daniel saw me, and I think he can relate that he's not going to get his money into the 3rd, right? And usually people who don't get money into the 3rd is usually because they're given more money. So the government thinks like, they can hang a little bit longer. But he was kind of watching me, kind of like saying, oh, I'll get the cats like treats, right, later, because they have kibbles. And he gave me $5. And I told him, I said, well, I'll pay you back, right? Because I don't believe in just freeloading off of people if you could pay them back. So he was joking around again. And he said, I charge interest. So now it's like, oh, okay, I get it. This guy likes to make, but he likes to make off-topic jokes, right? That's his personality. But he helped me out tremendously today. He helped me carry some of my bags. Um, just being a friend, you know, in my area with a lot of people that aren't friendly, helped me out a lot. So, I told him that. And he told me, but the stuff I do for you is very little. And I'm like, but you made a big difference. Okay, because I ran out of stuff. Right? And my card's missing. And then my bank decided to put my card on fraud alert because my stupid Vietnamese name. So not only I can't find my card, then they locked up my card. And now they're issuing another one. It's not coming. Hopefully tomorrow or early Wednesday. But yeah, I have nothing. So for Kitty, I can go get like help for myself somewhere else. But he goes, I didn't do a lot for you. And I said, yes, you did. Because the kitties have nothing. Okay? They have nothing. They're like this much of kibbles, 2 cans of pate, right? And pretty much 1/3 of litter left. And me being their mom and how much I love them, I was worried a lot. So I said, you made a world of a difference to me. I'm not worried anymore. Now until Wednesday, my babies are taken care of, and that's all that matters. But I said, I really appreciate having him as a friend. So I gave him 3 of my. I gave him 3 of my brand new, like black striped and Donna Karan towels. So they're very, they're very big and very plush and very well threaded. And I gave it to him. And I actually forced it on him. There were several reasons why I did it. I didn't need it. And I didn't need it. And plus, it was going to be hard for me to carry it home. But more so, I wanted to do something nice for him. Right? And his response was, how much are the towels? And I said, I don't know. They're probably, I don't know, $7.99 at Ross. Right? And I told him, I said, well, I don't want you to pay for it. You already gave me $5. And he said, he goes, but they're really nice. And I said, exactly. Right? Exactly my point. He deserves it for being nice to me. And according to psychology, folks, I really want to amplify this, that I admit it. I know I say Mexican this, Mexican that. He's Mexican. But you know what? That's not what I really mean. I really want the opportunity to be really nice to people, but it's frustrating, So yeah, he told me, I said, you're going to keep these bathroom towels, and they're nice. They're very plush and well constructed, the big ones. And I said, just, enjoy taking a shower or using them to go to the beach or just, I don't know, put it on your sofa. And he said, but they're really nice. And I said, yeah, I want to be nice to people. Don't we all? And that's just something that's a theory in psychology that humans, we want to be good. We want to be good to each other. And then, they base psychology on that, right? So, in essence, for example, okay, so somebody has a mental illness, right? Well, let's see some good that's going to come out of that. Somebody who is mentally insane, right? The way they portray it, right? They're mentally insane or criminally insane, right? Well, I'm pretty sure there are cases where the criminally insane, right, are in compliance. And that's never been brought up. Maybe there's some good to them. Retarded people, right? People, I say it. I said, oh, my sister's a retard. Because she is, right? But that's not appropriate. There is good to handicapped people, mentally retarded people. Actually, I work with UCPA in Garden Grove and cerebral palsy, but a lot of them were retarded and physically challenged and mentally ill, blind, and all of the above. And I remember when I worked there, the people who hired me in Garden Grove, I was like 17, they said, we want to warn you, when you work here, you're going to see things, right, that are inappropriate because the population you're dealing with, they never went to school. Okay? And exactly, folks, to this day in my life at 50, and I too was tested for mental retardation. That was the best part about them, not the worst. When I work with UCPA, I have to admit it, there was one occasion where Michael, he was one of the handicapped guys there, and Michael loved me. Retarded people are the most unschooled, loving, beautiful spirited individual despite their mental, physical, they can't walk, they can't see, right? They've been dumped by their family, whatever. They are the most beautiful that I've ever met. And Michael was one of them. Michael liked me so much that when I worked there, he, every time I would pass by him, he would come behind me and he kissed me on my back. That's what they meant. But to me, I thought it was the most precious thing in the world, right? But I have to say, there was one incident, Michael, was in question, okay? Because they're that innocent, folks, they're that innocent. This is adult topic, so kids, cover your ears. He was caught walking around the building, holding on to his erection. And yeah. So we had to tell him that well, I had to tell the workers there because I didn't know what to do. Maybe they told him to go back into the restroom or stick it back in the pants. I don't know how they handled it. But that's what I loved about working for UCPA. You saw stuff like that. And then you realize, my God, they are so unschooled and such special individuals, you know? Other times, um, my job was to feed them, give them something to eat and drink. And I could tell you this, you guys, this is very sad. Some of the crackers and stuff that they give them was very table hard. And, and some of them were old, like old mentally challenged people. And some of them had a lot of dental problems. So, it concerned me, and I brought it up to the staff attention. I said, how are the clients going to eat this? I mean, the cookie is like table hard, So that was my job, to watch over them eating, to help them in the restroom. So I literally had to lift people out of their wheelchairs onto the toilet. And it was female to female, men would handle the men. And just be part of the recreation, I'm smiling because I remember they played Born to Be Wild. And that's one of my songs. And, right? And a lot of them, all they can do is just move their hands like this, like, because they're physically limited. And I don't know, they just tickled me. Because they were sitting there doing this, and they were saying they're born to be wild. Yes, I just immediately fell in love with them, despite, I was told I might feel otherwise. And they loved me too. And it was really touching. I remember when I put out food, punch and crackers for everybody. Some of them can't really talk that well. And they were saying, we love Na. they're really close to my heart. It was really close to my heart. But back to Daniel, and explain a little bit more about my personality. I say I like to give it back to people, so they can feel, what they're doing to other people and learn off of it, hopefully be better. But, what I really mean is in the end, I just want to be nice to people. Given the opportunity, it doesn't have to be like that. And there's a division in psychology. They believe the same in the good of people. If you give them the opportunity, right? And I know my opinions about Mexican has been brutal recently, but it's not too stereotypical, like across the board, like I see on YouTube, how they bring drugs over here. They like to rape people, right? They're violent, just across the board. I've never done that. I talk about specific situation and how I like to give it back to them. So they can't just make it worse, but I've never generalize like that. But the point is, given the opportunity, okay, if you don't want Mexicans to be like that, right? Wouldn't it be smarter for you not to stereotype them like that? Right? Which I unfortunately, when I was at Mary's Kitchen, I met a lot of Hispanic people that played out that role. It was very sad. You know, like one girl, I admit it, she's a mental case. And I mean really mental case. Like Orange PD had to handcuff her and hog tie her because she couldn't, you know what I mean, control herself. But you know, in her moments when she was normal and almost defending me when I was at Mary's Kitchen, I saw another side to her. And you know, I even remember leaving Mary's Kitchen and seeing her kind of just walking up and down the street because she has nowhere to go. And when I passed her, she said, "I love her." So you see like a totally different side. And then at other times, she is crazy. Like she irked the police and she said things that rubs me wrong. You know, but I remember times when I tried to be nice to her, right? She was very mean to herself. You know, I told her, I said, "You're very pretty," you know? And she goes, "No, I'm not. I'm a beaner." And I said, "Okay, that's what you think." And I said, "Well, then you're a pretty beaner. How's that?" She's very pretty. She's very tall. And, you know, honestly, I think she could be a model. She's got the height. Um, you know, pretty. And then my friend Pancho, I don't know how he's doing because I haven't heard from him in a long time. Then I changed my numbers. He kind of adopted that stereotype too. I think it's very sad, right? So I was very happy today when Daniel looked at me and he goes, "But they're nice." And I said, "Exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Okay? I want to do something nice for you." And I said, "You gave me the walls machine, right?" He gave me the black machine, two of them, which I decided that's what I'm going to do to continue volunteering, cutting hair free for people to help clean them up. And the rainbow one that's used, I'm going to keep for myself. Yeah, he deserves it. And it, you know, making him feel good about himself makes me feel good. Right. And there's a lot of social learning there. There's a lot of social learning there. But he got me this too. And just to show you, right, what a good person he is, he got me this. And it's not materialistic as the idea. This is, let me take it off so you guys can see, or we'll move it closer. This is a beautiful beaded necklace or bracelet. And it's not real gold because I saw the packaging. It looks like it's from Target. But I like it because, you know, when you study the universe, you have the rings and then these little pearls on it. It looks like planets. And if you see right here, there's a little star, right? It goes cute with my stuff that's actually real, right? And for all of you women out there, if you want an interesting look with your necklaces, if you don't want to like look like a dude about it, what I do is I layer them to make them look more feminine, to make them look more interesting. So this is two things that I hold dear to my heart: the cross and the heart that I made for my boyfriend. And you layer them. And you don't have to like, oh, well, this isn't real gold and this is. No. If they compliment, see they compliment, why not? um and the earrings, we got for $1, and I like them. I have two high-end Italian ones that are cats, um, from TJ Maxx, but these are semi-precious, and could be from anywhere because it doesn't look like this in Target. But I don't care if it's real gold. It's real cute. It's gonna keep my ears clean. That's all that matters. And he got these for me for $1 because some were missing. So another thing with my beauty is I really believe I try to teach people they can be beautiful on a budget. And so one of my tips for girls is you don't need to wear all real gold. If like this isn't real gold, but it complements, right? It completes, right? And this one came with another moon and stars. It doesn't need to be real gold. So he got me this, and I think he was another one of his off comedies. He saw me kind of admiring this, but I said I need to take care of babies, right? And so he bought it, and I said, Where's that bracelet I like? And he said I bought it from my friend. So he was talking about me. So this is show you. You know how some people have dry sense of humor and some people have none at times, like me. I said, well, who's your girlfriend? I said, who's your girlfriend? Who's the new bitch now? And actually he was talking about me. So he bought it. This one was $3. He bought it because he said, I like it. And then this one was on sale. And I was the one who told him to buy it for his. This is how stupid I sound. I'm admitting my stupidity too, folks. Because it's all about having fun, right? In school. I told him your friend, that would be me, folks, would like it better if he bought the earrings in this because they really complement. The earrings, girls like that, right? A set. And Cupids, be nice to Bianca, or I'm going to separate you. Hold on one second. He's bothering Bianca. Cupids. I said be nice to Bianca or I separate you. I separate whoever's bullying whoever. Do you understand, Cupid? Look at his body language. He knows he's in trouble with me. Look at his body's language. You know you're in trouble with me. You are. I'm feeling his heart beating really fast. Like somebody's in trouble. Come here. Come here. He's adorable. Yeah, if I see two of them fighting, I separate. I used to separate the one who's being victimized, but now whoever's bullying who is going to get pulled away. And that be you, Cupid. See, he looks guilty. Just like the animal show, where they yell at their pets and like, did you do this? And they act just like this. See, he doesn't even want to look guilty. He's like this. Cupid, closing your eyes still makes you guilty, Cupids. Cupid, you think you can close your eyes? I can't see right through you. Cupid. Cupid. And yes, that's you, Cupid. You see how silly you look? I see right through you and I love you. Oh, yeah, I love you. I love you. You see how he's holding on to me? I love you. I love you. He's licking my nose. Oh, thank you. Love you. So one thing I'm trying to teach them is to not wrestle with me. See how they do this? Wiggle and wrestle. I don't like that. No. So a good way to teach them is just hold them firm. I don't like them wiggling like this and wrestling with me. It's something I want to teach them when they're in my arm. I don't like them doing that. You may go. So yes, I had a good day with Daniels. I actually told him not to buy this, and save his money, but he did it. See? So he's a good friend. It's not the actual, it's the thought behind it. He's tightened money to the third, right? But he still got it for me. So I sent him some information that's really going to help him out. I sent him, I think he lost his driver's license. So I sent him Southwest Community Center in Santa Ana. That will probably fund for that. This is dragon fruit mix from Walmart mixed with white tea. If you guys want a more nutritious, colored drink. So I sent him that. Southwest Community helps more too. For the Latino community for Santa Ana College. So you guys might want to check into them. They actually get funded by the government to actually help pay people's rent and utility and mortgages. So that's a big one for him. And then I sent him information on 211 CalFresh, right? Because sometimes it's a matter of people just not knowing, right? And I said, if you get CalFresh, they'll give you like 150 every month. They gave me 350 my first time because I had to wait 2 months. That's what would you do, right? And I said, imagine you'll save 150 of your, veterans money and use it for something better. So I got him that. And then what else did I get? And then I got him some information about housing, like if he has issues with the management. And, I did kind of tell him that he needs to comply with HUD as far as having his nephew there. It's a matter of just asking permission, because sometimes you have to actually sign a paper, even if they're going to stay more than 14 days, that kind of stuff, right? Will kick you out. But if you feel like no matter what you do, the manager is just determined there's an issue, then I gave him a number for that. We had a great day. And I realized those are friends, are active friends, and then I call them inactive. Right, they're your friends, but like today, I was actually out and about with Daniel. And then my friend CJ called, and I contacted him back, and yeah, no response. It's like I call them inactive friends. And then there are my other friends have gone missing in action. Right. So at 51 minutes, I will talk about what happened today and what is my main video. in the last 9 minutes. Alrighty. So I was at Echo Town today, selling some stuff to come up with money to take care of babies. That's how much of a mom I dedicated of a mom I am. And to the point, I sent it to my boyfriend. Okay, here it is. Okay. So, in respect of privacy and that people are innocent until proven guilty, right? I'm not going to show you guys that closer. So essentially, I sent it to my friend CJ, and I said that this girl that you see in the picture was a shoplifter at Echo Town. She was kicked out because she left with their stuff. And not only their stuff at Echo Town, very nice stuff. And initially, at the beginning, her pumps that she wore, I noticed she had price tags still on the base of the shoes. And my friend that works there said, "Oh, that's from TJ Maxx," right? But put two and two, right? After the fact, I think she is just a shoplifter. Even the TJ Maxx shoes, right? That's my suspicion. So they do not want her back into their store. Okay. And they also said that she tried on some of the more high end, because Echo Town has like Gucci and Louis Vuitton and stuff. But they said she tried on something fancy and ripped it. So based on that, and based on nothing, they could just tell her, "We don't want you back here," right? Which is the case. Now, I could tell you, I was talking about destiny, right? I could tell you the incident today confirms why I am in the right place that I want to be in criminal justice. All right? Because I'm not like this. Okay? What I mean by not like this, she just wanted to steal her stuff because it was all very superficial. Because, she liked the way it looks on her. And then I was stupid enough to be telling her, "Yeah, it looks really good on you, and they're on sale for $1, right? And you should get it." I didn't know she was going to steal it. And I remember in the middle of our conversation, she said, "This is how I know she's a crook." Because when I was trying to have a conversation with her, right? Like I was telling me, "You want me to send you your photo? Well, give me your name." And she would give me her number. When I talk about one thing, she would ask me about another, right? She wasn't like concentrated on what, we should be conversing about. And I remember in the middle of our conversation, she said, "Well, what's your career now since you don't do fashion and beauty anymore, right?" And this is why I switched. I said, "I'm a criminal justice major at Santa Ana College. And here I am with a shoplifter that got away with stealing." And she said, "Shut up." Well, guess what? Like I tell the others, what I do when people tell me to shut up, I speak out. I speak down on them. Okay? So here I am doing just that. And I want to show you her photos closer. And just to show you how she was trying to be all seductive and sexy about her shoplifting, and almost a smirk on her face. Okay? This is her smiling about it. And I'm not breaching privacy, I'm reporting. This is her smirking about it. And that's the shirt that, we were discussing about, which happens to match with the shoes. If you look in the second photos, it happened to match the shoes from TJ Maxx. So this is the second photo. She's not smirking, but she has this look that she could care less about breaking the law. Right? And what anybody feels about it. And if I blow up her shoes from TJ Maxx, they're very similar in patterns, like the sweater. I'll show you again the sweater. See the sweater? And the shoes. And the smirk. And the ex-Securities officer's criminal justice major. Right? So anyways, what's my point? Right? I asked you guys. I'm pretty sure she's homeless. Because I've been around a lot of homeless people. You can tell. But I asked you guys, how do you guys feel about that? A homeless person, a transient, okay, committing theft. Their sweater, although Echo Town is offering for $1, it's probably $100 sweater, and the shoe. The rhinestone shoes from TJ Maxx. Okay, you're homeless, but, right? How do you guys feel about that? Because you have a right to your opinions. And I can tell you another thing that she did that I knew. Not only was she homeless, but she was like a street person, right? Because most ladies would not do that. I was telling her to try on the sweater and over her silk shirt, because it will like give her a different office look. And if it's really cold in the office, right, she'll have more layering. So we wanted to see that. And she, I just told her to pull a sweater just over her blouse. And she had this crazy reasoning that she wanted like the shirt to kind of like, like drop like this, and, like off the shoulders. But she started doing that like out in the open. And you can totally see her bra. Like me, you saw my bra, but it was accidental. She started kind of like putting this over her shoulders. And she had this strange reasoning that, she wanted the shirt to be like over the shoulders instead of like a blouse. And, she was showing her bra. And I told her, I said, I was trying to be polite about it, but I said, the Japanese people here, they don't like that. Okay. I mean, there's a dressing room. And, when I'm in there, I do try things in front of the mirror, but I don't I don't go dropping my pants and showing my brassiere to the public. I said, I don't like that. Right. And now replaying back on the event, other things that was a dead giveaway that she was a shoplifter was after our engagement, just engaging each other like that, she just took off. Right? And I was like, where did that girl go? Because I think I was going to show her more fashion ideas. Yeah. And then from there, things just didn't make sense. She disappeared. And then she showed up again at the front of the store where I initially saw her. And she was, this is the thing. I got to slow it down for you guys. Right? Like in a court case, if you're going to kind of let's pause a body cam for evidence. She came to the counter before she left the store with stealing stuff. And she asked the front desk guy, and they knew she was up to something. And I guess the security guard, the weird, strange security guard they used to have there, they do, whatever, he has jobs, so they don't want to pay him anymore. And I noticed the Chinese guy that always was there, he's gone too, and a bunch of other workers. Maybe Echo Town is not making as much money. And that explains why they don't give a lot of money. But she came up to the front of the counter, and things totally didn't make sense. She came up to the front of the counter. She seems a little bit perplexed and upset. And I overheard her asking the guy, where are my stuff? Where are my stuff? And she told me to shut up. Right? Ex-security officer, right? I've done right along with We Are San PD, right? And I'm an honor student studying criminal justice. She told me to shut up. And she told the people at the front desk who knew that was going to happen and allowed it anyways, where's her stuff? And she got angry, right? And she took what she could take because she wanted to take more. She left. And the guys there, I could tell you this. The employees there, they follow her out the door, right? But they can't. You're not allowed to. As just employees of Echo Town, and you're not even a security guard can follow somebody outside the store, right? Because essentially they made it out of the store and onto the sidewalk. So this is more like police, right? So for an employee of Echo Town to even, right, open the door and look at her, they can't do that. And unfortunately, transients like her and thieves, they know that. So that's what I wanted to talk about, what I really wanted to talk about. How do you guys feel about the homeless issue, right? How would you define homeless? Somebody without a home, right? And what was going through my mind, and that's so general. Like, okay, so a robber, he's homeless, right? Essentially, when he's in the act, he's right, he's not in his home, without a home. Okay, so they are transient, but does that give them a right to commit rampant theft? And how do you guys feel about that? What the incident today and previous video, I will tell you about what happened because I don't want you guys to watch it on YouTube. It will upset you. A transient threw a dog, right, over the sewage. But prior to that, he cut off one of the dog's legs. Okay? Because he's homeless, the situation, he was probably strung out on drugs and mentally ill and all of the above. These three matrix go hand in hand. Homeless, exposure to drugs, and then, of course, going cuckoo. And guess who paid the price for it? This dog. And luckily, Hopes for Paws saved him. He was pretty much rushed to the emergency room. Okay? They saved him. But that dog suffered at the hand of a homeless. Imagine a small dog being thrown over a fence into a hard sewage area, left there for 2 days by himself. In that dirty water, wondering if he's ever going to be found. Would that change your heart a little bit about homeless people? Most definitely. Should you hate them all? Of course not. Because some of them they're really homeless. And they're really good to their pets. But what I want to challenge tonight, in another minute, is I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, see if I could pull up the video about how the sheriff actually went into the sewage. And they pulled out hundreds of bikes. And probably one of those bikes are yours and mine, right? And they found a lot of other evidence criminally related. And it's not just stereotyping the homeless. It's based on statistics specific to the Federal Bureau of Investigation's Crime Index statistics. Okay, it's not a stereotype of homeless people. If homeless people do not want to be stereotyped as criminals, guess what? Don't do this. Okay? Do not do that. And although she got away with it, her vanity got to her, right? Because she was stupid enough to give me her number, right? So I turned it into my friend CJ. CJ he's African American, and he secures all the shopping center. So essentially, she got nabbed. It's time for her to shut up. And then I passed Big Lots today, and I saw my lovely little friend Amanda. From behind, I knew it was her. And I told Daniel, I said, look, it's her. And she was just there with no customers, It is what it is. It is what it is. You can't treat people the way you treat me and expect like everyone's gonna like you. But I had a great day. Okay. So tonight I will end it there because yesterday I was kind of strung out at 2 hours. I don't want to go 2 hours on you guys. I want to give you guys, I call it happy hours with Na. Okay. Today we're just going to talk about debating about homeless, right? Should we automatically, our hearts go out to the homeless? Because keep in mind, there are homeless people, they don't want to be, they don't want to be housed, right? They want to stay on the street. They want to take drugs. They want to be crazy. Should you have a heart for those kind of people? As I will present tonight, you just might see another light to the plate of homelessness. I think more prevalent now, people are using that to prey like this girl did on the hearts. Right? Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. And guess what? I kept my words that people cause trouble, right? But I'm the one who puts an end to it. So, yes, right? I submitted her phone number, her photo, to my security guard friend in that area. Plus, Echotown does not allow her back. Okay? Eventually, people will see through, right? They'll see through the, what do you call it? The facade. Okay? Yes. Right? And you know what? If I ever am rude, it's because I want to give these individuals a rude awakening. Okay? To what is right in life. What is right in life.